Hi, welcome back to my channel. It is time for Opposition Uncovered, where I will be previewing the Leeds United versus West Ham United game at Elland Road this coming Friday. It's hard to believe it, but it's actually been 8 years since these two teams last met, and it was in a championship fixture. And that shows how far both teams have come since then. I mean, 8 years is a long time in general, but if you compare the teams from now and then, you're going to see a lot of differences in players. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about Leeds United's season right now, talk about 3 players to watch, 1 player who played for both, then I'm going to give my score prediction. I'm not going to lie when I say this, I wanted Leeds United to get back into the Premier League, me being from Yorkshire, and Leeds United arguably being the biggest team in Yorkshire. I wanted Leeds back in the Premier League, and they finally did it this year when they got promoted. Really happy for them, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm keeping a little bit of an eye on them. But West Ham is still my team, so don't worry about me jumping ship. I'm not going to do that. Leeds have been pretty impressive under Marcelo Bielsa. Don't forget he has managed national teams. He's managed Argentina and Chile. He's managed Marseille. He's managed some clubs in Europe. And now he is at Leeds United, where he's gotten promoted into the Premier League. He's also known for living quite a very humble life in Leeds. He doesn't live in a big house or a fancy hotel. He lives in a 1-bedroom flat above a corner store. So him just keeping himself to himself and being around Leeds and not getting hassled, that's made headlines as well. But in terms of the Premier League, he started off a little bit rocky with his Leeds team. They lost 4-3 to Liverpool and then won 4-3 in the game after. And since their return, Leeds have won 4 games this season. They have had a lot of impressive players though, and they brought some big recruitments in over the summer. Players like Robin Koch, Rafinha, Rodrigo and Diego Llorente, and they've also worked on just adapting to the Premier League. They had a lot of momentum in the Championship, and they're now trying to do it in the Prem, and I really want them to go far in the league, although, like I say, I am sticking to West Ham. The last time the two teams met at Elland Road was in 2012, and it finished 1-1. Luciano Becchio scored for Leeds United, and Danny Collins, who was on loan from Stoke City, headed in a goal late on to draw the game, and West Ham and Leeds took a share of the points. When it came to choosing my 3 players to watch, I went for all attacking options, and one player who I need to really talk about is one that was very prolific in the Championship, not just for Leeds, but for other clubs when he was there, and it is, of course, Patrick Bamford. Bamford really made a name for himself when he actually went out on loan to Milton Keynes Dons, and that was in League One. He then upped it a level and went on loan to Derby County and a few other teams in the Championship. He's also had Premier League experience as well, going out on loan from Chelsea. He's been at Burnley, Crystal Palace, he's been at Middlesbrough, he's at Leeds United now. Last season in the Championship, he gained a reputation for being a very versatile attacker and a goal scorer. And that's continued in the Premier League. He's got 8 goals in 11 games, and that included a hat-trick against Aston Villa. Also, a fun fact about him, he's also a very, very intelligent guy, and you can tell because of this. He was offered the chance to study business at Harvard and play on a soccer scholarship, but instead he chose to play at Chelsea. The second player I'm going to talk about recently scored his first ever goal in the Premier League, and that is the young Brazilian winger Rafinha. What a coup this is for Leeds United. He's one of the most highly rated players of his country, and was a big prospect in France. He's very pacey, very tricky winger. He's very good at getting past defenders, and he's good at shooting from outside of the box. It's been very early days, but the signs are looking really good for him. And the third player that I'm going to talk about is somewhat Brazilian, and that is Rodrigo Moreno. Rodrigo is Brazilian born, but he's grown up in Spain. He represents Spain at an international level. He is Leeds United's current club record signing, having joined from Valencia over the summer. He's scored 1 goal so far for Leeds, but he's looking quite a decent player. With a little bit of time, the goals and assists will come more for him. But he's another example of Leeds United's really good work this transfer window. They have made some big signings and players that are really going to benefit their team. The player that I've chosen that played for both is a current West Ham player. I had to go for Robert Snodgrass. I was going to say Rio Ferdinand initially, but I did him for the Manchester United preview. So Robert Snodgrass is going to be in the Leeds preview. Snoddy actually joined Leeds United when he was 20 years old. He signed from Livingston and played in League One to start his career in England. He made 168 appearances for Leeds United and was part of the team that won promotion to the Championship in 2010. He gained a reputation for being one of the best players in League One, and in the Championship as well he developed into a very competent midfielder. After he left Leeds United in 2012, he joined Norwich City, and then in 2014 he moved back to Yorkshire to join Hull. I mean, Hull technically still is in Yorkshire. He spent quite a lot of his time playing there. He won promotion to the Premier League with Hull in 2016, and a few months after that he joined West Ham United in January 2017. He joined for a fee of around £10 million. He didn't get any goals for the second half of that season as a West Ham player, and then he spent the 2017-18 season on loan at Aston Villa. Snoddy's still a West Ham United player, and he's someone who is very likeable because he's clearly passionate about this claret and blue badge. My score prediction is, I'm going to say, a West Ham win. And I might as well add this in whilst I still remember. If anybody watched the Leeds United press conference today, Bielsa kind of leaked his team for Friday. My opinion, and a lot of other West Ham fans' opinions as well, is that he's doing that to play mind games with Moyes. So Moyes needs to be careful about how he sets up for this game. Does he go off what Bielsa says, or does he just go and do his own thing anyway and spring a surprise to Leeds United? But to answer this score prediction, I'm going to say a West Ham win because I fancy West Ham's chances. You know, Robin Koch's going to be injured. Luke Ayling apparently is injured. That's two big defenders for Leeds that are gone. We need to take advantage of that. Thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Opposition Uncovered. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content. I will be doing the Aftermath show on the Friday, and I'll see you all then. Take care for now.